What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. Hope all you had a great day today. Hope all you had a great weekend. So yeah, Maxie. Getting into this episode of GH, I'm gonna need Maxie to do some math. I'm gonna need her to do some basic arithmetic. I'm gonna need Maxie to get on her Whitney Houston shit and do the math. And what I mean by Whitney Houston, yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all had heard the song "It's Not Right, But It's Okay." Now, y'all remember at the beginning of that song, Whitney Houston was doing some math. It goes a little something like this. So she said, Friday night, you and your boys went out to eat, but they hung out. You came home around 3. Yes, you did. If 6 of y'all went out, 4 of you are really cheap because only 2 of you had dinner. I found your credit card receipt. Now, y'all remember how she broke down that math, right? Yeah, I remember that. Okay, so that's the type of math I'm going to need Maxie to do. I'm going to need her to be putting it together when it comes to Peter. I'm going to need her to see that 2 plus 2 equals 4. Like, do a little arithmetic and figure it out because everybody in that town has warned her that Peter ain't shit. Liso is now back warning her and telling her, I got proof. He ain't shit. She's still not trying to hear Liso. She keeps thinking that Obrecht is only doing this because she hates Anna. And mind you, Obrecht wasn't denying it. Obrecht was like, hell yeah, I hate Anna. But I'm not lying to you though. She was like, Peter really ain't shit. Like he's really up to no good. He really did all these crimes. Maxie's not trying to hear it. I'm like, Maxie. Oh my God. I was super pissed. Um, I am so happy Obrecht is back in town causing havoc because she basically vowed to Nathan's grave that she was gonna take Peter down. Um, that she was gonna do what she had to do, and she pulled out that USB stick. I said, yes, yes, yes. Use whatever the hell Alex left. Use that shit to your advantage. Please do. Um, Because Maxie, she just got. I'm gonna need the writers after this storyline is all said and done. I'm gonna need Maxie to get some sense. I'm gonna need the writers to give her some common sense when it comes down to these men and stop being played. Um, that's what I'm gonna need. I'm gonna need it to happen. So anyway, Chase is still and harp. He's still harping on this whole divorce thing between his parents or whatever. Finn is pretty blase about the situation. Like Finn is just like, you know what, it is what it is. And Finn is basically telling Chase, don't beat yourself up over what's going on with Gregory and Jackie. That's not on you. You know what I'm saying? Like your parents spent over 20 years being married. Divorces happen. Like no child, well, grown child or whoever want their parents to get a divorce. But what the hell can you do? You can't save a marriage that cannot be saved. And apparently their marriage can't be saved. Um, Jackie pretty much made it abundantly clear to Gregory that they're getting a divorce. She was like, yeah, we're on the road to divorce. Gregory wasn't fighting it. Gregory basically told her, I'm not going to fight it. He was like, I am not going to fight this divorce. You want a divorce? It is what it is. You're going to get it. You know what I mean? I think something is nagging at me about Gregory. Something is really not clean in a buttermilk. Like, it's just not. I feel like he knows something. I mean, like I said before, I could be wrong. But it's just something that nags at me whenever I see him. You know what I mean? Like, you just turn on GH, you watch it. Something keeps telling me he knows something. You gotta know something. And he an OG. And I ain't talking about orange juice. Like, that man is an OG. You can't tell me he's stupid. He had to have seen something or sent something back back in the day. He had to. And just decided to keep his mouth shut about it. Because he's definitely not putting up a fight when it comes to this divorce. He's really not. He has a pretty blasé attitude about the shit. Something tell me he knows something. I don't know. Maybe I could be wrong. Um, Robert got a couple fish on the line right now. Like him and Olivia are developing a good friendship. Him and Jackie go way back, and they, hanging out a little bit. I don't know. Robert, I don't know. He might be getting his groove back. I don't know. It could happen. I don't know which one he gonna end up with. So anyway, Valentine and Anna going back and forth and debating about what they're gonna do about Peter, about their plan to get Peter not to marry Maxie or whatever, to shut that down. And of course, Jordan comes and interrupts the moment. Based off of that, Jordan senses that something's going on. Like, Jordan's spidey senses were tingling. She was like, nah. She felt like Valentine and Anna are up to something. And she feels like something is going to happen at the wedding. But of course, Anna was playing coy with her, trying to change the subject and talk about her and Curtis and all that stuff. I was like, okay, Jordan. So now all of a sudden you want to be smart. Any other time you're not, top cop and can't pick up on things. Now all of a sudden you can pick up on something. Okay. What I want to know is, you could tell this wedding is bootleg, because first of all, Felicia's not at the wedding. Frisco ain't at the wedding, even though I didn't expect Frisco to be there, because we all know. I hate that they made Frisco such a deadbeat father. I hate that. I don't like it. But Frisco's not there. Felicia's not there. Spinelli's not there. Most importantly, Robin's not there. Emma's not there. The new little baby not there. Patrick ain't there. I mean, y'all could have got a recast for a second. You know what I mean? Nobody of importance is really at this wedding except for the main people that are already in town. But nobody mainly important to the canvas is at that damn wedding. So that goes to show that this ain't nothing but a sham of a marriage, a sham of a wedding. Because ain't nobody important over there. So I'm like, where the hell Robin at? Your mama getting married and you ain't at the wedding? So we already know this marriage ain't gonna take place. So basically, Peter was getting dressed in his room. Dante came over there on Lulu's behalf, basically to let Peter know and warn him that if anything happened to Maxie, it's his ass, because Dante still has to complete the mission. So Valentine shows up, and he still feels regret over handing Peter over to Faison and stuff. And Peter is basically giving Valentine credit for making him a better man. I'm like, first of all, Peter, didn't you say Anna made you a better man? Didn't he say that? I could have sworn he said that. So now it's Valentine who made you a better man? Like, which one of them? Or is it both? I guess. Because Valentine basically took, accountability for Peter's toxic childhood. But he feels like Valentine made up for that and whatnot. So after they hugged or whatever, Valentine walked out, and you know what that hug was. For Valentine, that hug was the kiss of death. Because, in mafia movies, when they kiss you on both cheeks and stuff, usually that's the kiss of death. That hug was pretty much the kiss of death for Peter. Because Valentine got on his phone, it's on. He called one number, he was like, it's on. And I was wondering, I said, what the hell he mean it's on? And then, of course, somebody come up and put a hood over Peter's head and kidnap his ass. I said, so that's the plan? Y'all gonna kidnap him and keep him away from the wedding? So, I mean, like, what's the long-term plan here? Keep him on ice until you find some evidence or something? Like, what's the goal? Either way, I'm cool with it, even if it don't last forever. So, anyway, Sam and Britt look good as shit. Let me just say that. Even though I'm mad Sam ass wore black to a wedding. You know how tacky it is to wear black to somebody's wedding? I'm sorry. I don't like it when people wear all black to somebody's wedding, because that means death. That ain't no joyous color for no wedding. You don't wear no damn all black. What the hell? I understand that's Sam's favorite color and whatnot, but come on now. You're supposed to wear something a little bit, on the colorful side to somebody's wedding. So anyway, Sam and Britt was looking just scrumptious. They were just looking like something you could just sop up with a biscuit. That's how good they was looking. So basically Mac was filling them in or whatever, because they were telling him how Maxie disappeared. And Mac was telling them how, Maxie was upset about James calling Peter daddy and stuff, how it got to her and whatnot. And that's probably why she bounced. So anyway, Sam and Curtis were talking about the business and stuff, her PI, him owning a nightclub. Jordan was happy that Sam was, looking out for Curtis and stuff and supporting him. Curtis was basically telling Jordan how confident he is about his decisions and stuff. My thing is, I feel like even Friday, I felt like when Jordan was walking to the elevator, Curtis looked like he wanted to say more to Jordan, but he stopped himself from doing it. He definitely looked like he had more to say to her. And I think deep down, I think Curtis does want to fix this marriage, but he just verbally and all that, he just don't know how. His anger, I think, is just taking that over. You know what I mean? It's stopping him from doing what he feel like he want to do. I mean, my whole thing is people are saying, well, Jordan's never gonna change or whatever, but at the end of the day, give it a second chance. I'm not happy about what Jordan did, but I wouldn't be so quick to shut a marriage down. You know what I mean? Like nobody gets married to get divorced. So exhaust all your options. Try and fix it. If it's fixable, cool. If not, then I say if you've exhausted all your options, every last thing to fix that marriage, then I say walk away. Walk away. But I don't think Curtis and Jordan are at that point where they've exhausted everything to fix that marriage. I don't think they are, honestly. Um. So anyway, Franco was explaining to Jason about the whole voices and how it may be a remnant memories of Drew or whatever, like old remnant, whatever, however you say it. So Jason was asking him questions and stuff about it. Franco's answering some questions or whatnot about the memories. And Jason, of course, was like, oh, I'll take care of it and whatnot. That was the most cordial I've seen Franco and Jason together. That is just the most cordial. Usually every time Jason is around Franco, he be wanting to whoop his ass. But I'm like, you know what? I'm glad he put that to the side for the day to get to the bottom of some shit. I felt bad for Liz. Her and Franco just celebrated Valentine's Day and their wedding anniversary, and here he is moving out of the house so he doesn't hurt her or the boys because he wants to move out until he knows for a fact he's not a danger to anyone. You know what I mean? So I could respect that. I could respect that he's doing that. He's putting them first, even though it's a decision he doesn't want to make. It's something Liz doesn't want. The boys don't want it, but I think Liz can understand it. Especially after what happened with Cameron. He damn near beat that crap out of Cameron. So I can understand why. So anyway, Anna was calling Mac or whatever. Maxie finally got back to the Metro Court to get ready for the wedding, and Anna called Mac to tell him that the wedding was on track. um, we already know that wedding is not gonna happen because Anna's already a little nervous about getting married and whatnot. I don't think Anna's a commitment phobe. I don't think she's a commitment phobe, but I don't really think she's ready to get married like that either. I don't think Anna's really big on marriage. To be completely honest, I don't think she is. But who knows? Hopefully the truth comes out before, Finn says I do. And you want to know the funny thing? Michael Easton does not have a good track record with double weddings. Because we already saw on One Life to Live what happened with the last double wedding he was going on. He was in as John McBain with him, Natalie, Brody, and Jessica. And thanks to Clint and Rama Patel and Venmo and all them, that wedding got shot to hell, basically. So I already know this wedding is about to get shot to hell again. And I feel bad for Violet because if this wedding does not happen, she's going to be crushed because she spends a lot of time with Anna and she's basically seeing her as a mother figure. Speaking of mothers, where the hell is Hayden? Somebody get Rebecca back to the show, please, because I'm going to need my fix. I need to see my Hayden. Y'all know I love me some Hayden. That's one of my boos. And yes, I have a lot of boos on this show. I do. I sure the hell do. I keep a harem. That's what I like. So anyway, don't mind me. So anyway, hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode. I will see y'all all later. Have a great night. Peace.